when I think about growth, I think about adolescent development, I think about flowers, I think about the ocean and the way it hits the sand and then like crawls back out, ebbing and flowing, right? Obviously it's not easy. I think you have to work hard to grow into the person that you are, the thinker that you are, the writer, the creator, the mother, the daughter, whatever it is. It's not easy. It's a constant, okay, did I do this right? Okay, no, how do I do it better this time? Okay, like, how can I be more mindful? How can I be more thoughtful? How can I not hurt this person's feelings? How can I get that job? How can I get that ice cream? How can I be where I want to be in 10 years from now? And I think that my goal is to create something for you to be able to think about those things and feel less overwhelmed about it. Feel like it's achievable, it's attainable. Here are some steps to do that. And here are some people that you should meet so that you can do that and just feel a little bit more calm and zen. I'm Amanda Usher. I'm the creator and founder of Since Feeling Is First. Since Feeling Is First is my favorite poem by E. Cummings. He is a poet. The poem is all about trusting your emotions and kind of letting your feelings guide you rather than being over analytical. A lot of times we think way too much about like who we are, what we're doing, like whether it's something work related, something when you're a kid and you're in school, something when you're dating someone. And then tracing back even farther, I thought of the idea in high school. Since Feeling Is First is my way to teach kids, teach them how to write, teach them about the arts, and then also teach adults about things that kids need to know. Planning events that are like 360 where I implement some of the creative programming that I'd love to see in schools to help kids with depression or suicide prevention and, you know, all the feels that people feel all the time. Wildflower Boom is a planting company. They are based out of New York. They're really cool because not only do they plant in like beautiful spaces, like a hotel like this one, or like a hotel in the city, or a really cool bar, like a place called Flower Shop, but they use a percentage of the money that they make to give back to places that don't have the financial funds. What really attracts me to them is their mission to guerrilla garden in high-need schools. Obviously that's something that's super important to Since Feeling Is First, with our mission to create creative programming for kids. The people that are a part of Since Feeling Is First in our community have similar stories, where like they started doing things in the arts outside of school because they didn't feel comfortable being the truest, realest version of themselves with their friends, or maybe at work today, like as an adult, right? Like you have Instagram, but you don't show the full 360 of who you are. You don't show your breakups. You don't show your secret passions. We're working with this amazing girl, Larissa May, who has a company called Half the Story, and it's all about the half the story that we don't know about you on social media. So you have these kids and you have adults who are posting this curated version of themselves, but that's not like their real feels, like who they really are as a person. Like what are your struggles? How are you dealing with it? Are you writing about it? Are you acting? Are you planting? Are you like making something to reflect, to deal with your feelings, instead of just like lying about them and like pretending that they don't even exist? Why are we curating things on social media that's only one side of us, right? That's only one side of your feels. So if it's not on Instagram, right, where can you kind of put down your feels, right? It's not Instagram, it's a notebook, right? It's a Word document, it's an email to yourself, it's painting something, it's creating like anything, right? It's dancing, it's swimming, it's whatever it is, you know, it's feeling in a real way. And that's what Since Feeling Is First is all about. It's about feeling through your rough patches, your things that you're super excited about too, right? Like being able to find a platform to share that, first with yourself and then with other people too. Like at our events, I lead workshops that are super similar to what I would do with my kids, right? Like I have you sit down, take out a piece of paper, write about something that you're thinking about right now. What are you excited about that you haven't told anyone? Why haven't you told them yet? Write it down. What are you struggling with right now? Write it down. Now, after you write that, turn to a partner, a stranger, and share with them 2 lines that you wrote for each question. Now you're going to have a conversation with a stranger about a very real thing that you've bottled up, that you haven't shared with anyone, your mom, your brother, your sister, yourself, your social media, and now like let's deal with that. Let's say work is your escape, right? You love working, you get up every morning, you're amped, you're excited. That's cool. And I'm so much like that now that I started Since Feeling Is First. And when I was teaching, I felt the same way too. I just wish that I could do it on a higher level, right? Like not just touch 120 kids. I feel like people that come to our events are people like me. They love working. Either it's because they're hard workers and they've always been that way, or they love their job. I think that this event and like what we do is still for that person because there's possibility to make it bigger, right? To have a greater impact. It's not just about you anymore, it's about your community. It's about your friends, your family, people that you don't know yet. And then more importantly, it's about kids, right? Because imagine if you could teach what you know to a kid who will not learn that from their teachers, from their parents, from their community. I think that that's like super beautiful, and that's the goal of this, right? It's to connect people like you and me to kids. It's about being a mentor. And then everyone that's at our events, like you'll make friends, like for sure. You'll go home with like so many new ideas. You'll all want to make change together, for sure, in whatever industry it is. Like at our last event, like I was talking to someone who studied physics. I stink at physics. I don't know about relativity. And like we could totally get coffee and then talk about awesome things. So I think it works. And then if you're a person that's super shy, or you don't crave like social connection, this is still an event for you because like you can escape. And there's also other types of programming that we do that allows you to be more zen or like, you know, meditative or reflective. That's like working in the farm, that's planting, that's creative writing, that's yoga, meditation, hiking. And then like, I mean, hopefully though, at the end of it, you do feel like you can open up a little bit more and become a little bit more avid about talking to people and sharing your story and sharing your passions or your struggles with someone that you don't even know. This event is invite only because we only have so much space here, one, and then more importantly, the mission of Since Feeling Is First is to create a community of thinkers, dreamers, doers, and that's people that are coming to our events to get lost, to connect, to build community, to trust one another, share stories, whether it's something that you're excited about or something that's like really been like hard for you to deal with in your personal life or with work or, you know, whatever it is, and then be able to bring that home and share it with someone else, and then more importantly, share it with the kids. Because if you can do it here, if you could do it with my team or with a stranger, partners, you could do it in your own life, and then you could do it with kids that you don't know. And then like, I want you to feel good, you know, like, do you feel good right now? Like, I think it's about just kind of undoing your thinking a little bit and like being more real and feeling, accepting the feeling, and like not trying to change it or to run away with it, but like acknowledge it, write about it, make something messy of it, get it down on paper, whatever that looks like, or like via music, via like planting, just like live in it, be present, you know, and feel.